In this video, we're going to add and subtract rational expressions that have unlike or different denominators. If you haven't done so already, I would go and check out my video on finding the least common multiple of polynomials, since we're going to be using that skill quite a bit in this lesson. Okay, when we add and subtract rational expressions that have different denominators, the first thing we need to do is find the least common multiple or least common denominator of all those denominators in the expression. We're going to rewrite all the fractions using that denominator as equivalent fractions. Then we can just add and subtract and simplify if we need to. Okay, so in this first example, we have 5x over 24 plus 7x over 36. So my least common multiple here of my denominators is 72. So I want to rewrite each of these fractions with that new denominator of 72. So in order to make 24 into 72, I need to multiply it by 3. Now remember, an equivalent fraction is just a fraction that is the same value as another fraction. It just looks different. Most of the time it's because it's not simplified. So whatever I multiply on the bottom of the fraction, I need to multiply on the top. For my second term here, I need to multiply the top and the bottom by 2. So now I have 15x over 72 plus 14x over 72. I now have like denominators, so I could add the numerators together and get 29x over 72. This doesn't simplify, so that's my answer. Okay, in the next example, I have 5 over 12xy minus 6 over minus y over. In the next example, I have 5 over 12xy minus y over 6x squared. So my LCD here is 12x squared y. Okay, if I look at my first fraction, I have the 12, I have the y, and I have one of the x's for the x squared. So that means I need to multiply by another x. So my first fraction becomes 5 over 12x squared y. My second fraction, I need 12, so I'm going to have to multiply that 6 by 2. I have the x squared, and I need a y. So I need to multiply the top and the bottom by 2y. Okay, now I have the common denominator. 5 minus 2y squared, that's not going to simplify. So I have 5 minus 2y squared over 12x squared y. 5 minus 2y squared does not factor, so we would leave it the way it is. Okay, let's try this next example. So I have x over x squared minus 4 plus 3 over x squared plus 2x. My LCD here is x times x plus 2, x minus 2. So I know that x squared minus 4 is x plus 2x minus 2. I'm missing the x, so I need to multiply top and bottom by x. X squared over x times x plus 2, x minus 2. My second fraction, I have the x and the x plus 2. I'm missing the x minus 2. So that's really what we're doing, is we're multiplying by what we're missing to have that same common denominator. So I have 3 times x minus 2 over x times x plus 2, x minus 2. So let's simplify this. X squared plus 3x minus 6 over x times x plus 2, x minus 2. X squared plus 3x minus 6 isn't going to factor, so I could just leave this as is. I would also leave the denominator factored. I wouldn't multiply it out, but you can. Okay, in our last example, we have 1 over x minus y squared minus 6 over x squared minus y squared. My least common denominator here is x minus y squared times x plus y. In my first fraction, I'm missing the x plus y. So I have 1 times x plus y over x minus y squared times x plus y. My second fraction, I'm missing the x minus y. I only have one of the x minus y's. So I have 6 times x minus y over x minus y squared, x plus y. And now let's simplify that. X plus y minus 6x plus 6y over x minus y squared, x plus y. So that gives us a negative 5x plus 7y over x minus y squared times x plus y.